it's still an argument that we have to use to convince people that whatever we want to do with vitalism works. Science can take that and bring it into the end zone. Okay? Science, you wouldn't think though, this validates our chiropractic history. I love this little kid, he's in all my presentations. Okay? So imagine this, take those first two findings, stiffness and muscle activity. Is that the subluxation? I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter anymore. Hey, we've shown it, it works. So now add the disc diffusion and say, well, where does that fit in, right? Because it's all supposed to be about neuromuscular-mechanical and removing interference from the nerve system. I'm going to tell you, we can do that and more. Right? Can vitalism explain that? If you just read the Green books and the history or whatever you want it is to read, the understanding back at the time that the foundation of the profession was, you know, the nervous system was kind of the pinnacle of what we understood the body to be. So freeing up the nervous system seemed like it was a likely explanation, and it's a very good part of the picture. But I don't want to rely on my pilot thinking that this manual is the best representation of their profession when it comes time to flying my plane to this meeting. Things have advanced in the field of avionics, and we should give ourselves the same opportunity to advance our understanding of our profession. Right? So are we here to preserve the tradition of the profession, which we should honor and be respectful of? Or should we allow the profession to become even more than our founders could have even realized? And I will show you some of that. And it's not because we're thinking of it in a vitalistic way, it's we're uncovering it with science. I don't want chiropractic to be this. This is not my end goal for the pinnacle of our profession, to say we were right 125 years ago. I want the profession to be able to do more than it can do now. And I'm going to show you how that's even possible with these scientific gains. So I showed you how science can maybe validate our history. Who would think that science could create unity in our profession? And I'm going to show you that right now. Because a lot of times I hear young practitioners say, I have to make a choice. I have to make a choice between treating symptoms and that kind of MSK thing that for some reason is thought of less. Or being wellness, you know, treating the whole thing and making sure that I make people as healthy as possible. This is a false dichotomy. It does not even exist, because actually if you look at the science and we look at what conditions people with pain have, it's things like sleep problems, headache, anxiety, depression. You don't need vitalism to understand that these things are linked together. When you're sick, it's usually not one system, it's part of a bigger system. And it's science that actually helps us explain that. So when you remove that pain, you're actually making people more well than you've ever imagined. When you get their pain better, they sleep better, their anxiety gets better, they're able to exercise. You're being a better wellness doctor by treating pain than thinking you're being a wellness doctor by not treating pain. When was it ever beneath us as a profession to treat someone's musculoskeletal pain? Doing that, you'll have a bigger wellness. The only thing bigger than this is telling someone to quit smoking or putting on their seatbelt and having it work. Okay? You can have more effect in wellness in this area than anything else. Now, some people will say, if I follow an evidence-based path, or if I follow science, I'm limiting the kinds of things that I can see as a clinician, and I don't want to do that. I respect that. You know, if you maybe were only treating symptoms, is it a smaller amount of things that